Yes. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is Elda on the mix, and you are on to the Circle of Elders. Yes, Circle of Elders, not like any other podcast. So we talk about social commentaries, invite guests over, and so that you guys can pick their brain. I did them all, I just watch. And yes, on this episode, I have my usual co-criminal. We have Kels.
Yeah. When you see us, make sure you watch us, make sure you like us, make sure you share us, and make sure you subscribe to us. Yeah, and we have a guest in the house. Yeah, you might introduce yourself, brother.
Yeah, I am a guest Ubulu. Ubulu Mudo. And Elda is my sound engineer.
God bless you. Yes, we're out here.
It's fine.
What's the first, like, what takes more of your CPU power on your phone? More. What app do you go to?
Yeah, what takes my app? The app I go to on my phone is Internet Relay Cloud, Internet Relay Chats, but they call it the app is IRC Cloud. It's where like geniuses come together to discuss what they are interested in. Yeah, so you'll never find me. It's not that I'm not interested in politics. I'm interested in politics, but I already have a professional opinion as to what the Nigerian government is.
Okay.
So
what's that?
Which is it's an illegal situation. It's a fiat government. So whatever happens, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Buhari comes and talks, and nothing changes. I've told people that I want Peter Obi to become president to show them that Ubulu knows what he's talking. This man doesn't have a solution for the Nigerian situation.
That's the current president.
No. The Messiah they call Peter Obi because everybody believes Peter Obi is the one that has a solution. I'm like, come on.
Wait, you don't like Peter Obi too?
It's not I don't like. I know
he's saying that he can't save Nigeria.
He doesn't have the solution for the country.
So what do you think is the solution for the country? Exactly?
What I believe is the solution for the country is we need an inspired leader, what they call a king, because kings rule by divine rights. That's the only way Africa /
It's like he's talking about the Old Testament.
No,
I'm trying to.
No, that's
like
not
a monarchy or something like that.
You may not call it a monarchy because it becomes a monarchy after the original king is gone.
Are we talking about dictatorship then?
We're talking about the leadership. The word I use is inspired leader.
Are we talking in the democratic sense of?
No. The whole democracy needs to be shut down for something new.
No, I understand. What are you proposing exactly? So that we'll know.
No, it's not what I'm proposing. It's what I believe.
Okay, what do you believe?
What are you believing?
I believe that an inspired leader is the only person / one that can lead Nigeria to a better place. Anybody that wants to lead the Nigeria under the judiciary is going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the judiciary is an illegal construct. Because the country Nigeria is not a place where everybody agreed to be in.
Wait, so we have left the structure of leadership. Now we are in, but you can only judiciary.
Mm-hmm.
Now you brought it down to judiciary, but in my mind, I'm now thinking you said Peter Obi probably is not the person to move the country forward. That's an opinion.
What system of government?
Exactly, that's what I'm.
What system of government you think we should adhere to make this thing you're saying?
No, it's not me that would make that system, which I could be the inspired leader, but it's the inspired leader that would decide how they want to govern the situation.
Wait, who is inspiring this leader? Is this like anointed or something?
Exactly.
We're talking about religious now.
Exactly. We're talking about spirituality. The word is inspiration. The leader has to have a connection to a deity that is willing to battle the situation.
Basically like native doctor and vibe like that.
Who knows what it's going to be, but the person has to have some spiritual power.
So now who is appointing this person?
No, the person that wants to appoint the person is the spirits, the deity, the heavens, whatever the guy gets his power.
Okay, so how is that going to work, seeing that in Nigeria not everybody believes in the same?
No. That's not it's not the guys. The leaders' problem is not the people. The leaders' job is to make sure that they understand what they want and how they're going to go about it.
What the people want.
It's not about what the people want.
Okay, the leader should understand what they want.
Yeah, what the leader wants.
Okay.
Because he obviously doesn't want the bad Nigeria. He wants the better Nigeria.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because just for the record, I'm talking about a great leader, a good leader.
Yeah, that's what they ought to do, right?
Yeah. Like everybody knows what great and good is, electricity, amenities. So the leader would have to know / need. He would know how he's going to go about that.
So your issue is not the system of government. Your issue is just leadership.
Yeah, my opinion as to the Port Harcourt issue is that it's all a manifestation of the primary problem, which is a fiat government, an illegal government, a fake government.
Which is I'm confused. The illegal government, are we talking about the central government or the Rivers government?
The whole government, Nigerian federal government.
It's a fiat government.
Yeah, it's a fake government. It's an illegal government.
But this government you're calling this is a government that has already been elected into power.
No, but was he elected? Because people say they didn't elect the leaders.
Yeah, people say
the general opinion on ground. General opinion on ground. Like if you meet a common person, they say, I didn't vote the president.
No, to an extent, that is irrelevant.
Is it?
Girls, understand why I say it's irrelevant now, because now this is whether it was your vote or it was manipulated, but now the body that was set to monitor this came out and said, okay, this is the result. This is who won. They have already been sworn in.
Let me explain something to you. My G. Because when you say it's irrelevant, it's insensitive. You get? Because we're talking about truth. We're artists. We're talking about truth. And when you say it's irrelevant, it's very deep and insensitive. Because what you're saying is that it's irrelevant if the people were cheated. You're saying it's irrelevant if people truly didn't want the president-elect. Because it's different if people wanted a person and the person is misleading them. It's different. But it's another case when the people say, okay, this is the person we think might be able to solve the problem. So when the people don't even have a say in who sits on the throne, then we can't even be calling this a democracy.
That's true, though.
So on that level, it's already fake because the body that decides what is leadership in the government.
My issue is that this are the people.
The mic.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I got carried away. So now, if we are saying this government has already been elected into power, regardless of what you assume that they will be the best government ever, that they will come, all their campaign promises will be delivered and all that. But at the end of the day, even you only have your power ends before they get into office. Once they are sworn in, do a complete 360. And now you can actually force the leader to listen to you. But that is if all of you come together and say, okay, yes, you must listen to us. But the crazy thing is that in the government, you have a lot of people benefiting from how things are right now. You understand?
It's been people's best years.
So now, as it's happening now, even though you two come together and say, okay, we need change. Me, I'll come and say, but what are you talking about?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Sure. And now, because of I'm against you, now the government has already somebody that is there that is speaking on their behalf. Now they can leave you to be talking what you're doing. Send these people like you. Shut you up.
Exactly. Yeah, and I understand that train of thought, but like my bone of contention is that the government is a fiat government.
But this is similar to what that lady, the copper, was saying.
Yes, no.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you watched the tape.
I've not watched it, but hers was loud enough.
Which country are you?
I try because I'm an artist. I don't need contamination.
We are all artists. Come on, what are you talking about?
For me, that's how I try to create my art. I try to stay away from the noise.
Okay.
Yeah, but some things are loud enough. I hear it, even though I'm not on social media.
Okay, no, there was this girl that came online. She came online and I was like saying that Tinubu is a terrible president,
cost of living.
That too, but and I understood because crate of egg at one point in time was 800, not 1,000. Now it is 6,500 and 7,000 in some places. You understand? So now things from like 0 to 100 in how many months?
So fast.
You understand? And it's tough. It's not everybody. Like, there are people that haven't eaten for 48 hours, for a week, struggling.
Yeah.
Like, a friend of mine was telling me that there was this guy that came to their house and was like, came to the compound, asking them that he could help them clean their gutter, that they shouldn't pay him money, but with raw food stuff.
Wow.
But things are actually bad outside.
Yeah.
You understand? So when I hear someone like you and say that they are not paying attention to things that happen, start in my mind. I know sometimes you have to take care of your own mental health, but still, you should be aware of what is happening in surroundings.
Well, but I'm already aware things are bad. I mean, like,
How much awareness could you have than being in Nigeria?
I'm already aware.
What I'm even saying,
I'm already aware, so like I don't want to keep going to hear the obvious. It's always like I already know that it's bad news. I already know. I know that, like, if it's going to be a good news, then maybe it's that Messiah. And if it's the good news, it will reach me from my room. Like, everybody's going to be shouting on the streets. You see? So I know what's going to happen tomorrow on social media.
Like, I don't even want to point any fingers. Like, when you start hearing that the youths don't care, well, Nigeria don't be. Like, to an extent, now, if there was anything that was happening, it's kind of like you don't even want to even listen to what is happening. You don't even want to do anything about it.
No. But watch this.
Yeah.
Like, when you study ancient philosophy, quoting Confucius in particular, Confucius begins his book by saying that, and the book we're talking about is the Analects of Confucius. In the Analects, he begins it by saying that, is it not a joy for a person to study and practice what they have studied? So, like, I don't see the wisdom in listening as a mode of participation. But at the point when there's enough knowledge you can know. That's why you see the professors can't solve any problem, because they keep taking it, they keep knowing, but there is no actuality, there's no actualization. So I already know the problem. So going to listen to the bad news doesn't mean that I am participating in changing it. That's just what I want to say to that.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying. That explains what he was trying to say the first time.
Okay.
Like, it's a fiat government, nothing good is going to come out of it. He's always going to get. That's what he meant by what he said, that I know what's going to happen in Nigeria social media tomorrow. It's going to be that this, or their normal jingle shit.
Yeah, and then things just keep getting worse
and all of that. So his mind is already there, waiting for some Nigerians that don't know yet. Oh yeah, and I'm working on the realize. I don't realize. One of the realize now they meet me for years.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
No, okay. If that's the case, let's say, you're seeing fella of our present time. So now, my issue is that, let's say, you're far ahead of your time, or you don't even want to do anything about it.
No, I'm doing something about it.
Which is
writing my album to enlighten the people, being in this podcast.
Okay.
Making sure that I'm available to tell the people this, to try to get enough people to deny the Nigerian situation.
Okay.
Because once I can get enough people to say, no, we're no more with this Nigerian thing, then they're going to run an election, and only them will go and attend it. Wiki, Tinubu, all of them will go for the election. The rest of us will be, okay, we're not part of Nigeria.
But even though there's one electorate, or even two, let all of you stay home. Me and Kells go and vote. Only us voted. That person has won.
No, wrong. Because that's what they call issue of national insecurity. Because once everybody sits at home and says, we're not participating in this election.
Wait, so where are you going to go and report this issue? The court, Abby?
Who? Report how?
No, if all of you stay home. And me and
they're going to stay home because Ubulu said stay home. So I become the new leader.
Mad.
So when everybody casts their attention to me, because let's just about attention. When people say, you know what, this Ubulu guy is a guy we trust. We trust him to tell us, even if he's young, we may not be sure. But
so all this leadership you're talking about, it's you're talking about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, for the contest, I didn't know that he was trying to set up some political stuff. I just agreed with his point on that political stuff. He's alone with that. I didn't know that. That's a big thing to say. Though,
Yeah. So like once I'm able to get the people to not participate in the election, then I automatically have, because what makes you a leader if people are not following? So like when people are not following you, when you lose, to call it trust. When you lose trust, your INEC becomes invalid.
Okay, let me attack it from this standpoint. You are the let's say the leader we have all been
The inspired leader.
I
Exactly.
didn't know that's what he meant when he initially.
Yeah.
now it's getting clearer.
Yeah. So okay, don't you think in order to be an effective leader, you should pay attention to what your people are going through?
No, I am the people. I am the people because I don't live in Asuro. I don't live in Lekki.
That's where you will live if you're the leader. Now.
No. When I'm the leader, I'm still going to be in the L studio.
But they will kill you.
Nobody-
don't live here. Cruise.
Nobody can kill me as the leader.
No,
because
you know how much people are against the leader. But some kind of times when you see all this convoy and everything, they are actual real threats.
No. That's why that's the first thing you do as a leader. We're going to ban the convoys.
Even say you, let me just paint it straight. Like you, that you're trying to, you're the inspired leader, no problem. Meaning that you're the top. Meaning that me, it just be I have that interest, so I want to lead too.
Yeah.
I will kill you.
No. Let me explain something to you, the Elder, because don't forget that I'm the one that's enlightened here. So like, my job is to
What that mean that you're the one that liked it? Yeah, what that mean?
It means that I am the inspired leader. I'm the one that is on, like, when I mean I'm the one that's enlightened, I'm the one that's putting myself in the shoes of the person that's talking about this, that you're responding to. And I want to explain what it means more to you. So that what I mean. I'm enlightening you on what I mean.
To enlighten me now.
Yeah. So I'm trying to enlighten you as to the aspect that the reason why I say this is because you have an idea of what a leader should be. And that's what Ubulu is coming to do. I'm coming to disabuse that idea. Like, I'm trying to take out what it means to be a president, what it means to be a king. A king doesn't need a throne. My job as a king is to make sure.
King actually don't need it.
No. I'm the king now, and I need to tell you.
Okay, sorry.
Exactly.
My bad.
Exactly. So I don't need a throne. You get what I need is for is what they call it is go round. You get, everybody gets that share of the economy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would your government look like?
My government is just going to be simple. You get, like, structure for earning.
You'll still get ministers.
I don't need ministers.
Like, you could just do everything.
Yes, because I don't need ministers to make people to get a functioning economy.
Okay, so you go do
gotta
fuel.
do everything.
You go do fuel.
No.
You go do energy. You go do housing.
Guess
you
what?
Go do health. You go do education.
Guess what? Fuel. This stuff called fuel. Do we need a minister to make sure everybody has fuel? Think about it.
I have now.
Yeah?
I have now. Yes, you
No, we don't need a minister. What we need is Nigerians like me and you who understand what it means to build fuel.
But there will have to be a head that is supervising the...
No, we don't have to have a head called a minister. We could just have a company manager.
Which is a minister?
No. You call it a minister. We could call it whatever, because that's why we're here, to decide what it would be. I'm not going to be the only one saying this is what it would be. But I want us to change the names of all these things. President, minister is really traumatizing when I hear Minister of Health. We need to call it something else, because the world belongs to me and you. We are the youths, and we are truly the powerhouse. Even though they're trying to make you look like what the Johnson men, what the lazy people, like that president would say. So we don't have to call a minister. We can call it whatever. The main thing is the goal. Everybody get fuel. Everybody if you afford fuel. That's the aim.
I know a lie. This will be where I've been the reason. Like what he was talking about initially, my mind was like,
you kept going deeper, and then this is what you get. This is shit up. If you ain't tired, let's keep going, girl.
On deck. Yeah. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, please, this is Circle of Elders. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, please. Share it also. Girls.
Share. You already said it all.
Yeah. Okay, so back to it. I wanted to ask a question.
Oh, what that?
You know, we on one of our episodes we talked about the ban on pornography that was being suggested in the House of Rep.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually want to get Ubulu's take on the matter.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a reason. Pause for there's a reason I'm asking.
I guess I know why.
No, you did. You do.
Yeah.
You do. Because when we came initially, he was asking me who was my favorite porn star. Like, even Kels was surprised. Or shocked. What the fuck?
Right. There,
Okay,
right.
so what's your take? I know you probably didn't hear about.
Yeah, I'm just hearing it for the first time.
Yeah,
But
so-
I definitely have a professional opinion on this.
Shoot.
Definitely. And my professional opinion is that, I mean, like, it just tells you the kind of men we're dealing with. It tells you the kind of lazy and the word is silly judiciary, because my attack is not even on the governor or the president. Those people to me don't matter. The people that matter is the judiciary, the bar association, because they are the ones that claim they are the truth. So they are the people we need to put on the slaughter. They are the ones I want to debate.
No.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Because you spoke about a bill that they've been trying to pass.
Yes.
Yeah. So is the Chief Justice of the nation that I want to decapitate. I want to take off his cap. When I mean decapitate, I mean his thing, not cut off his head. Now we'll never do that. I want to take it off and let him go home and go and drink some Gary. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that pornography, to me, yes, is a drug. Is a drug, but I, as the king of the world, king of everybody, I would say that drugs are not bad. And even when I'm going to cite the Greek philosophy, as much as I don't agree with the Greeks, I don't like the Greeks. But I'm going
Why? In short, continue. Sorry,
I don't like the Greeks. I'm going to tell you why. Maybe if you want to know. But I don't like the Greeks, but doesn't change the fact that though you don't like a person, you could always take wisdom from their things.
That's a full country, man.
No. When I mean Greeks, I don't mean the city of Greece. I mean the ancient Greeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, who are responsible for the new world order we have today? That the world order. Let's not call it the new, because the world order.
No, just tell us why you don't like them. Then we'll go back to the point.
I tell you why I don't like the Greeks.
Yes.
How about we finish the porn on, then we'll get
Shoot.
Yeah. So it tells you the kind of people who are dealing with the judiciary, because the country fuel today is above 1,000 naira. There are so many things that they could be doing, and what they're talking about is Fubara, Natasha, This is what's more important to the Chief Justice of the Federation, to stop the people that are in the night.
No, but the Chief Justice is not. It hasn't. That's an arm. We're talking about legislative now.
No. But he's the judge of the nation.
No, it hasn't even gotten to his side yet.
They're just passing a bill.
There are just three arms of government now. Right?
Let me explain what I'm saying. Let me explain why I'm saying Chief Justice of the nation.
Okay.
I'm saying Chief Justice of the nation because that's the apex office of law.
Okay.
You get, and we're talking about law here. So anything concerning law, I'm just going to say Chief Justice of the nation.
No. It's what is being decided in the House that will be upheld by the judiciary now.
Let me take it deep a bit. Let me take it deep a bit.
Okay.
You get, because we're talking about law here, the Bar Association.
If they sign the bill, it becomes law.
But they're still debating it.
No, exactly. So meaning that if it's a success, that will be something they can, even if they catch you,
it could
they
be
can actually put you in prison by the judiciary.
Exactly, and that's what I'm
saying. So now it's now still in the legislative.
Okay, let's just leave this part. Let's just hop on to the professional opinion.
Okay.
I can always get back to this education.
Okay.
Yeah, education of why I feel the need to call the Chief Justice in small things like a bill that is yet to be passed.
Yes.
But I'll get back to that later. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that pornography to me is a drug. I'm somebody that, I don't use drugs. But I am not anti-drug usage. I believe that war on drugs is silly. I believe.
Why do you believe so?
I believe so because I'm not a Christian, but it's hypocrisy for Christians to claim that they have a war on. Let me finish.
Okay, please.
You get it's hypocrisy for people to claim that they have a more war on something that has to do with choice, moral choice, because the Bible, God in the Bible said that He has given us good and He has given us bad, that we should choose. So when a body feels the need to control the choice of people because they are killing themselves, because they are a detriment to society, no. The job of the law, if they feel the need to have a law enforcement, is to stop crime. To stop crime. Which is what is crime? Basically, somebody barging into your house to come and kill you, come and steal from you. Now they are trying to stop the things that instigate crime, which they claim is something like drugs. So
Pornography.
Yeah, pornography. But to me, it now becomes a problem because some people legit smoke weed to relax.
Yeah, that's an answer. I wanted to ask you, what's a drug to you? What's define
a
what you mean by
drug? A drug, as opposed to medicine, is something you take for recreational use. You're not using that pornography because you need to have sex. Hold on, let me finish.
Don't enjoy.
Yeah, you're not using that pornography because you are trying to do what sex is for, which is to enjoy it with a lady or to have a child. You're using that pornography for recreation because you're trying to tap into creativity. You're trying to tap into a different aspect of sex that you cannot get anywhere. Same with drugs. Drugs as opposed to medicine. Some people legit use ayahuasca to cure some issues. I will not claim to know the particular scientific use of ayahuasca, but just a guess. Anxiety, like it's a legit ayahuasca is DMT pill. You get?
No, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't agree with your definition because you just said because even when you're even talking about the crime that's the sole aim of the government. In my mind, I'm like, there are different types of crimes. And what you can use to decide what crime is what is already in the law. That's the rule of the society. And now I'm telling you, in terms of the porn, it's still being made. The rule is that's what I was talking about when I got a bit aggrieved when he was talking about not paying attention to what's happening.
Yeah.
Because now this is what is happening. They are trying to put something in place that will affect your life. You understand? Because from what I get from you, you watch porn.
No, I'm a professional porn user.
Y'all let that one pass, right?
Yeah.
For real, my nigga?
Yeah, for professional.
What do you mean professional user? I never heard that before. What do you mean by that?
Professional user meaning that I understand how porn works. I know how to use porn such that
For what?
For my sexual gratification, for my personal elevation. Yeah. So
somebody.
So wait, excuse me, let me shoot the nigga. For somebody like you now, hearing that very soon you might not be able to access porn again because they want to take it off. How does that make you feel?
No, I don't feel any way because I'm a tech guru. So like I know that this is not happening.
We'll find a way.
Oh, this is exactly what I said before.
You said it.
Who needs this shit is gonna get it.
Yeah.
They are going to go extra. You see, I need you to, whoever's gonna edit this thing, roll back that clip, put it here, so you guys can.
Said it.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah.
You see?
Sure.
Okay, no.
So that ain't even your problem because you're still going to get it.
It's Nigeria that they don't even have data science.
This is what we are talking about, the creativity.
You see?
And somebody, in short, I'm going to put that clip, like somebody else, I'm not going to mention the name, was trying to say that porn usage stops
reduce your creativity.
Reduces your creativity. I'm not going to mention him, but the person knows
how do you see that?
No, porn cannot reduce my creativity because I'm the creative genius. So something as great as porn is supposed to enlighten me.
You can say something as great as porn.
Man, I've never heard somebody glaze porn like this. Man, you ever did porn yourself? You sound like you're going to have some cameras hanging.
I wish I would act a porn scene, but I'm not confident enough to do that.
What type if you have a chance, what type would you do? I don't know. Just curious.
I mean, the line of question is crazy though.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to know.
What type will I do? What type will I do? I'm going to do storytelling, like you get like role play. Are you asking the kind
No,
of
but
woman?
I'm actually
the way
curious
you
now.
get-
Okay. I mean, I'm shocked, man. I don't even know what to say next because
Wait, but if they put the bill to to stop, it will hurt you. Abi.
It's not gonna hurt me.
because he feels it. Man, he just said it
You're
now.
a professional. Come on, what are
He
you
just said it that he's going to get it anyway
Okay,
now.
no issue.
Like,
So-
it's not gonna hurt me because I mean I am already a hurt Nigerian. How come could they hurt me? They don't give me light. Yesterday I didn't have lights in my house. You get yeah. So like I still define lights because which is the critical thing for me in my life. You get so like light is more important than porn for me. You get and the government know they give me.
You can imagine.
You get so they can take their DNS. What they call it? What's the full meaning of DNS? Their DNS that connects the porn to Nigeria. That one consign them. Me, I'll go find another site connect them.
Don't
See their
play,
head.
don't play.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
cool. And as I said, this is the Circle of Elders. I am the host, Elda on the mix, chilling with my guy.
Kells.
Yeah, we have a fresh new guest.
Mm.
That is Goli.
That's right. That's right.
Undo.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Goli say like short form? That's like Goliath. I
Yeah,
think.
Goliath.
With real name.
Yeah, no, I mean, no nickname, university,
Oh, man.
Goliath, popular as
Okay.
Goliath. Yeah.
Why did they start calling you Goliath?
I mean, like, it's why I started calling myself
Oh, you
Goliath.
gave yourself the name.
I mean, like, I was.
Man, this
the-
guy's a
I was-
trailblazer.
Whoa, like, the girls, it was in final year, like, a girl told me that, Goliath, you have been immortalized in the girls' hostel.
Man. Okay.
That they
Which
legit-
school is that?
Kwame Nkrumah University, Ghana.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Mm.
Anybody in call the name again?
Kwame KUST.
Okay,
Yeah,
man.
Kwame
Anybody
Nkrumah.
there? Shout
Yeah.
out your boy.
Yeah, yeah. So that Goliath was just me entering university, and Goliath was the name I got first day university resumption. You get because I resume university, Ghana, Brunei, everybody's just walking. So me, I go and drop my bag in my room as I'm taking a step, walking on the corridor. That corridor now, on day everybody they meet, everybody shake. Before I reach canteen from that corridor, you don't shake more than 20 people. So as I was walking on that corridor, I met this guy, Fego. I'll never forget. I mean, he's a good G, a real G. You know, shout out to him. So Fego, like, what's the name? So as I looked at him, and I don't know the spirit just said Goliath. But I know that name wasn't just ordinary because it was just a subconscious of me, like representing my anti-biblical nature, trying to understand the depths of the world.
That's
And-
another thing.
Mhm.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Mhm.
But initially, he said he's not. You said you're not a Christian.
Yeah.
What religion do you practice?
I've created my religion.
Don't play.
Yeah, I've created my religion.
And what's that?
What's that?
Yeah, what's the name?
The religion doesn't have a name. I'm waiting
So
for
how
my-
does it work?
What's the principle behind it?
Do you pray?
We don't pray. Definitely, my religion is not a place for prayers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what y'all do? Just watch porn and masturbate all day?
Yeah, definitely. My religion, like porn is allowed. We don't judge you for masturbating. Though
Yeah.
I, as a religious leader, I would always let you know that drugs are bad. Meaning, porn is bad. You know, but they are bad enough.
I mean, I guess this is what's the name? Atheist.
no, I'm not.
He said
atheist.
it comes
he just
across.
said no. He
It
said
comes across to me like he's an atheist because he don't
doesn't
believe
believe in
anything. He
anything.
doesn't pray.
How about you allow I tell you what it is? See,
All right,
let
sure.
me come across. Don't say it. Let me come across to you.
Okay,
Alright,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I was saying, I'm talking about like, yeah, I'll definitely my followers. If you are going, I mean, my followers, you all can watch porn. There's nothing bad about watching.
Do you have
porn.
any follower right now on as a religion?
Sure, I have 14 core followers. You know, people that agree that I am the enlightened one.
And y'all agreed to something that doesn't have a name.
Yeah. Because we just call ourselves the enlightened community, and I'm waiting for.
But that
That's
cannot
a
be-
name,
No,
man.
no. Don't even downplay. That cannot be choice. You get like 14 people to believe in you like that. Still, but you believe me.
Yeah.
So how y'all believe that shit is even true anyway? Because it doesn't even sound like a thing to me, man.
It doesn't have to. You know, I was telling a Muslim met me. I was like that I would not be successful. He told me like ha ha ha. I was like, bro, you don't have a choice. Like what I got coming. I mean, it's going to take you. You get the wind I'm coming with. It's not something you're going to be like.
So is it just that? Sorry to cut you off. Is it just that you're just starting now without a name, or you're gonna find a name later?
No,
or
I don't. I'm intentionally. I don't want to give it a name. I want
Okay.
to gather a good amount of.
so when
people.
like okay
No, he
now
already even told you the name. He says the
the
inspired ones. The enlightened ones.
Yeah, we call ourselves the enlightened community, but that's
Okay.
just a description. It's not a
Okay,
name.
okay.
Yeah.
No, so it's, what you're saying, it sounds more like a cult.
Yes, it's a cult because all religions are cults. Yeah, because I get it, like our Nigerians. That's why I say we need to disabuse a lot of definitions because that's what enlightenment is about. Enlightenment is about trying to help people because it's deep, because it's what is in your mind that helps you describe reality. You see, like somebody could see you now, elder, with your braids, and they're like, "Cha, omo, this guy, damn bad guy," you know. But meanwhile, you're just a chill guy that plays FIFA, like true get
And
wahala.
that's how it is normally now.
Yeah, so like that's what enlightenment is all about, So so I lost my train of thought. We were talking about. I was trying to explain something.
You were trying to explain the religion
Mhm.
because he was telling, he
There was a
was
particular
saying,
question you asked me. I was trying to get to.
yeah, he was saying that call. I was actually giving you kudos because it's not easy
To
to
have
get
14
people
yeah.
devoted to you.
Okay, cult. We're trying
Yeah.
to decipher the word cult. So I was trying to say that, like, most of the time, that word cult is just like seen like a normal person, someone that is not enlightened. He has been given a lot of darkness in his mind about prejudging an issue that they
No,
don't
but I
know.
would just say that people above a certain age group usually have a level of enlightenment. So it's not now when you're talking about you guys are being the enlightened.
Yeah.
I'm expecting, okay, you have actually thought it through and you saw deep, like third dimension kind of shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now from what you're saying, it just seems like, I just don't want to assume or even caricature or belittle what it
But feel free, man. We're a free speech community. Yeah.
Okay, so let me even just get a segue. Let me just leave that for a bit.
Mm.
Probably we'll come back. When we were talking initially, you made a comment. I don't know if I should say it.
Say it, please.
No, he said he doesn't like women.
Oh yeah, you did say
Definitely.
that.
I hate women. That's the word.
Jesus
Why-
Christ, have mercy.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
hate
hold on,
women.
hold on,
I hate
hold on.
women.
Why'd you do that?
I hate women. I hate women.
Why you like that though?
I hate women. I hate women.
Girls, go on, stop now.
Come on, I need to know.
It's because of my experience.
Okay, so let's share. You want
It's
your
experience.
yeah.
I hate women based on my experience with them.
Might you share?
Yeah.
What happened?
And as much as I want to praise them, but I'm just going to just butcher them right now because it's just my experience with women. Because as much as I don't also like guys, but at least with a guy, guys are more like they're more innocent, like a guy knows to carry anything for him mind. He knows to get like some deep thing we don't plan for him head. Like the guys just come with vibe and we go. Guy knows to it's no more. But I don't like the guys because I want to dive deep into deep conversation. And I can't really get that with guys, but still, like
Who are
But
you? What do you get that?
Who you get that with though?
I get that in my enlightened community.
Guys there now.
Yeah, guys there. Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
just said that.
and that's probably the reason why I don't like women because women have a primary problem of entitlement.
For your 14 disciples or whatever you got going
No,
on.
they're not disciples.
Yeah, that's why I say whatever you got going on. They're no women in it.
Why I call them 14 is because
No women in it.
no women.
Oh, no women.
No women. And
Oh,
I
those are some
invited
lonely
everybody.
ass dudes.
I invited everybody.
Okay.
Women were there initially,
Okay.
but they kept leaving. You get some who come. They kept leaving.
That explains why this nigga's stroking
You
his
get-
shit.
So that's why I don't like women
This
because
nigga's been in
like,
his meat 48 times a day,
You
bro.
get-
I'm sure.
the
I swear to God.
you get
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get kills.
Yeah.
No, I'm listening.
Sure. It's fine. You get so like women are what I call like they're naturally atheistic. You get they truly don't believe. You get they're not beings of belief. And I don't want to say I can't blame them, because that would be me trying to cut them some slack because women too much is given, much is expected.
Oh, you don't even want to give them anything.
I mean, I'm going to even butcher my own mother on the stake. So who you
Fucking
be
hell.
now? Who you be?
Oh wait, hold on. You just can't say shit like that. It's
Why
just let
can't
it pass.
I? Why can't
Hold on. Who hurt you, my nigga?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, who hurt you, man? Man, I
Legit
don't.
question.
Yeah,
No,
I
legit
don't
question, I won't
think
lie.
you were born this way.
Yeah.
So what happened?
No, he said
I'm telling you,
experiences, right? He had
experience.
some-
So share.
Not
I
I'm
mean,
sharing with
so you
now.
wanna know?
I've
You've been
started.
describing whatever
I've
you say,
started.
but you say you're gonna butcher your mom and all of that.
No,
So
no,
what?
no,
When I
just
say butcher,
no,
I mean
don't take it
When I say
personally.
butcher, I mean
These are
metaphorically.
some new like
yeah.
Kel. I don't think Kels have like
Seen such like this
you
before.
know, it's shocking a bit.
Yeah.
So,
That's why it's turned on.
no, I really want to know.
Yeah, I
really
wanna
want to
know. I wanna know.
what happened.
Yeah, what
Give
happened?
us one experience.
Example would be like my mother. Yesterday I was in her shop, Gariki Market,
Yeah.
you know, and she comes in. We're attending to a customer, and she becomes so annoyed.
Your mom.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
making her annoyed? Because I'm playing music, and she knows it's my music. If it was Wizkid's music, I'm not sure she would be that pissed.
But even though music in general, it's not every music that's for everybody. There are some people that some kind of music
Let
when
me
they
tell you,
hear
it's
some
my
sound.
mother. It's my mother. Let me explain that. I know my
Okay.
mom. See, I mean, and shout out to her. She's a good woman. I'm not going
Okay.
to deny that. She has always been there for me,
Okay.
and I am who I am today primarily because of her. Yes,
No, don't give her that credit now.
No. I will, because when everybody gave up on me, she didn't.
Okay.
You know, when
But you just said you were going to butcher her.
no, when I mean butcher, I mean like metaphorically, because I'm saying why I hate women.
Okay, you're trying to
I'm trying to say that even my mom shares a part of that hate, even though I love her so much.
Okay, based on she's speaking about some things you do.
Not just speaking about some things she do.
You do.
Yeah, not just because she's speaking, she has the general problem, which is the problem women have. Every time she's always saying that this your music where you don't they play since 2018. You never bring money. Like
No, but that's life. That's how it is for most artists.
Is that the reason for the hate?
For women?
For the hate of women.
That's just one, which is
that one is part of it.
that's a major one where women always reduce demand to a paycheck.
No, it happens.
It's always about the money.
But that's no reason to hate.
Why isn't that enough? Because because that's why when men get rich, like they really have a lot of disrespect for them.
But this life without a woman will be like terrible though.
Are you sure?
Why?
Are you sure? Because I mean, isn't it terrible enough already?
I think we'll never know. We'll never be here.
No, I feel like it's to an extent because of women. That's why it's bearable.
No.
I mean, that's what we hear.
No.
I can't even get my head past that.
Like,
I mean, we won't be here.
Yeah,
you went like
no, hold
100.
on. I get what you're saying in the aspect of like there's still some stuff with them, but I don't agree with that. I've believed that women that I've seen
there won't be any women in the porn if they weren't here.
Man, I ain't think you nigga think about that before. Yo, camera still on. Y'all take his face. He never thought about that. But when it's time to beat that shit up, he likes women. I mean,
oh my God. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, this is the circle of elders. Don't forget. Yes, we have Udo. That's goalie on play. Yeah,
KKkellzz.
Elda on the mix right here. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Very important. Please tell them one last word, please.
One last word.
Yeah, we need to wrap. You know, we're on a time.
Okay. All right. So I mean, like, what I'm going to close the show out is with philosophy, which is the philosophy of realizing that this life is serious business. This life is deep, and only those that take it seriously can be truly happy. Only those that take life seriously can be truly happy. And this is why I say I hate women, because
They don't take life seriously.
yeah, women they're the only people I know that have the highest number of people that feel like life is just something that they could just laugh about. I don't see serious
But
women.
if you don't find things to laugh about in life,
No. When I mean laugh, I mean metaphorically. You get the woman doesn't really take the life seriously. You know, she feels like she could, like in the Bible. In the Bible, it says God is found somewhere in Psalms saying that people have cooked up a genius plan to deceive him, God. You know, that's women for you.
okay. So
Yeah.
I know we are supposed to be wrapping up, but I just have one question.
Okay, sure.
Why don't you believe in God?
I don't believe in God because of the political failure. You know, God is the one that authorizes the judiciary. The judiciary, when you ask them the sources of law, they tell you, well, it comes from the Bible. The Bible is the common source, the primary source of law. You know, so I don't believe in God because he's obviously not my God. He could be the God of Israel because Israel is doing well, America is doing well, but he's definitely not the God of Nigeria.
No, I know,
Mm.
but they are with different cultures. There are different gods.
Yeah.
You couldn't just pick one to believe in.
Okay. I couldn't pick one to believe in. Yeah, I don't have to because I was born in a world of predominantly Islam and Muslim. I'm a Nigerian. I have to stay in Nigerian reality.
Okay, so you
In the
just
Nigerian reality-
disavow both religions.
because I studied the Quran. I've studied
Okay.
the cover to cover. I've studied the Bible too, that way. So like I've read them, I'm like, damn, and I don't even need to study the Quran. I regret studying them because like though they enlightened me, but it was a waste of time because at the end of the day, the conclusion is that these two gods, Allah and Jehovah, though people try to say that they're the same.
It's all right. It's all right. And that's a very touchy subject. So let's just
Oh,
leave it at
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
let's just
Alright.
leave it at that. So with this, yes, this we are coming to the end of another special one. Yes, we have. What do you want to be known by? What name?
No, just call me Ubulu.
Okay, please just tell him your handle on social.
My social media handle is Ubulu underscore Mudo NWUDO.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen anyway.
Yeah. All right.
No, I
Thank
just need
you.
to get it, but still. Yes. As I was saying, yes, this is the Circle of Elders. Yes, we are on to another one. And please stay tuned. Another one will be coming to you all next week. And yes, this is bye from me. Elda
Yeah,
Mix,
we out.
KKkellzz. Bless.
Yeah. Peace.
Whoa.